I'm Johnny, lead vocals, lead guitar for Escarion.
Reese, bass in Escarion.
I'm Gaia. I'm keyboards and second vocalist in Escarion.
It's Lewis here. I think I've been with Escarion for a year and a half now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm a lead guitarist, co-lead guitarist. We always argue which one of us is the best guitarist. That's
Oh,
gonna
damn.
There's a reason why I said lead guitarist.
Nice. Well, look, thanks for coming on Nightbreed, everyone. So the lineup's a little bit different from Pillars of the Faith, hey? Like, there's been a bit of a change around. How'd that all come about? Do you guys know each other beforehand or something, or like,
No.
Okay.
So Pillars of the Faith was a four-piece.
Mm.
Unfortunately, our second guitarist on Pillars had to leave. And we still love Tommy to this day. Just life got in the way, unfortunately. But we all we were able to find a god on the guitar, basically, in Lewis, basically, who really, really did so much, for us in filling Tommy's space. Fantastic work from Lewis. And in terms of Gaia, we've always, Johnny always has mentioned in the past, we wanted to change our sound, so and include a bit more melodic tones and keys. So Gaia responded to the call of, she is a keyboardist and she is also a fucking awesome singer as well. So we got lucky, basically. So
yeah, no, that's great.
Oh, I got lucky.
Yeah, I got lucky.
Cool. So how has the writing process changed with new members? Because obviously you guys, you're bringing your sound, your feel to the thing. How's that changed the writing process?
Well, most of this new album, Towards a Futile Existence, most of the guitar was written throughout COVID, so throughout lockdown, so 2020, 2021. So most of it was written, and they were like almost bare bone structures of just literally just me recording my guitar on my computer and setting up a Google Drive link, sending it to everyone, and being like, "Hey, what do we think?" And then we got Gaia, and she actually auditioned with our new single, Towards a Futile Existence, and the title of the album.
Cool.
I sent the track to her, just guitar, and I was like, "Hey, for your audition, can you please write some vocals over it, and also learn it on keys, and see what you can bring?" And we were just outstanded with the way she performed from the very first audition. We didn't need to audition anyone else. We're like, "Nah, she's it."
Yeah, beautiful. That's cool. Yeah, awesome. Have you ever written over that kind of guitar stuff before?
No, it was actually I really, really enjoyed the experience. And it was like, I don't know, like having that, I've written like all my own pieces on keys. So it was great to kind of like already have that musical base that I could just really like tap into writing some lyrics and melody, like vocally at least. Yeah, write the lyrics, write the melody. It was already like from that early stages, I was like, oh, this is such a great creative collaboration, and I just really felt aligned with the music. And yeah, it's been a great experience. It's been quite surreal, I guess, to have had that song be the first song I was a part of writing, and that now it's our title track on the new album. It's been a really, really great journey.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Nice one. So obviously the albums have different feels because different members, that kind of thing. Did you have an idea going in, like what you wanted to be different, or was that just kind of because of there's different people playing, that kind of thing? Like,
I believe it's just an evolution of the band, to be honest. I think it's every album is a snapshot of your life at that point. It's reflected through the music, like the emotion through the music and the way you're feeling, the way you write. It's really enhanced. And then different stages of life, evolution, new members that obviously bring new breath of life into it, put their own personality and stamp it onto the album. It's been awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. So Pillars of Faith has the whole kind of seven deadly sins thing. What's what's Towards a Futile Existence about? What's the sort of the main idea, I guess, that you guys are thinking about?
Well, I believe it's again an evolution from that first album. The first album was really based on the individual, like humanity as an individual, and looking at through like I guess like a biblical perspective, because you're looking at the seven deadly sins.
Yeah,
But now it's more of a society wide. So it's examining humanity very similarly from the first album, but now it's more on a grander scale and society wide rather than just the individual.
okay. Yeah, cool. And is that so the album cover art, you got the kind of the blue ghost tech figures thing. Is that sort of tied into those ideas as well?
Yeah, we had a discussion about that. We really wanted it to be representative of the music and the theme of the album. We thought that the tree should, in the album cover, should have represent a little bit of hope, but not too much. That's why it's mainly dark. There's many souls heading towards it, so it's towards a futile existence. Although we have a little bit of hope, maybe a tiny bit of hope for humanity.
Yeah, that's cool. And I guess going back to songwriting, you know, you got two excellent guitarists, obviously. How do you decide who's playing where, or even with the other instruments? Like, is there a chat about, oh, I can hear this here, or is it a bit more like, no, here's a section for you? Like, how does that sort of work?
It's basically rock, scissors, paper.
Okay, yeah.
It's more of like a
sometimes have to fight each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do spar sometimes. But Lewis, how about you have a go at this? How do we decide?
I reckon it's a bit of both. Like, because I think John already had some idea about, you know, we have two sections here. I'll do this one, you do this one, and then there's a bit of like what Ben was saying. But hey, you know, I can hear there's a bit of overlay here. I can hear this subtle bit of melody here. So we just sprinkle things all over the place. So there's a bit of both, yeah. But I think it has worked very well because we both have our own distinctive style to some extent. So it's I reckon John's more aggressive. Mine is less aggressive, but in a different way, in a way that I can't actually express verbally.
No, that's cool. I think I know what you mean.
We also played a lot in the studio. So as we were recording guitar parts, we were thinking, hey, you know what? Actually listening to it with the drums and the bass, actually recorded, because obviously you hear everything a lot clearer when you record things. We're like, you know what? Maybe a melodic thing could be really cool here. Maybe an acoustic part could be really cool here. Maybe an intro, an outro, or an overlay. And Lewis did like this amazing melodic part over this clean section that we do. It's in the song Dynasty of Decadence. And I was blown away by what he did there and throughout the album. Also, it comes down to also a matter of playing live. So some parts are so complex on guitar. I'm like, maybe I need to strip my part back a little bit and let Lewis play the more complex part, etc., etc., etc. Because I need to be able to sing and play at the same time. And I'm an idiot and sometimes just put myself through torture trying to play and sing at the same time by writing really complex riffs.
Yeah, and I reckon there's few bits where it's a bit spontaneous and impulsive. Like I think John's solo in Towards Futile Existence, it's just full on improvisation on the spot, right? It's not pre-written or anything. It's just
capturing the raw emotion in the moment. That the solo that I did on Towards a Futile Existence, that was just a one take, and it was like, all right, moving on.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that bit I did in Dynasty of Decadence as well. It's just I was just playing around with Chris's ebow because I never ever had a go at it, and so I tried, and hey, it sounded pretty well, and then it turned out to be pretty much better than I expected.
Yeah, I like the ebow. The muck around with that Dave Bowie riff, you know. We could be heroes, all right. Anyway, yeah. So the video Towards a Futile Existence, that looked like a great gig. Where'd you guys film that?
The Gasso.
Gasometer. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So was it advertised as like, you know, come along, we're going to film this thing? Like, the people know what's going on? Yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to encourage people to, you know, if they want to be involved, come to the front. So definitely a couple of our mates in the crowd in the footage, which is fun.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of problems that happened with that gig because
Oh,
we wanted to play to a click track, obviously, so
No.
everything would pick up, and
I
that
was
was
editing it, so I felt personally, my stress levels have never been so high. Anyway, sorry, keep
God.
going.
Yeah, same.
click track wasn't working right before we started.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
we're sitting there like, all right, everyone, we need to take like a 5-minute break while we sort this out.
Yeah.
So stressful. Like we paid all this money to get a camera crew to film this video, and we're like, if it's not even syncing, this is going to be an absolute nightmare.
Mhm.
I was just picturing myself at 2 a.m. like crying over the keyboard because we were going to have wasted all that money, but luckily that didn't happen.
Yeah. So you got the click track going, I'm guessing. Is
Yeah,
that?
no,
Yeah.
like the footage of it beforehand was like after we played our first song before we did Utah, you could just see all of us huddle like, to Tim because his click track was out. And he's like, no, and he's cool as a cucumber, like no panic. But myself, Lewis, and Gaia were just like, we're screwed. And Johnny's trying to keep the crowd under control. Like,
wow.
I was trying my best, probably failing, but look,
No.
it turned out all right.
Yeah, it turned out right. That's it. Yeah.
Everyone was moshing during the video, as you could see, so that was great. So
Yeah. No, that's cool. So does that mean there's a bank of a whole gig filmed? Like, did you film the whole thing, or are you guys just focusing on that one?
we filmed 2 songs from that gig. We also filmed Dynasty of Decadence, which we talked about before. But we're unsure whether we're going to release that as of yet. It took a long mammoth effort from Gaia to actually edit the whole video.
Yeah, okay.
I would do it for sure, but maybe when the album's out.
Yeah.
You need a bit of a break. We just finished it right like a couple days before we released it.
Yeah.
So, or actually like the night before, pretty much. It was a tightrope, but she got it done. She pulled through. We're very proud of her.
Yeah, it came out really well. It's cool. So away from Escarion for a little bit, what are you listening to? I guess we'll go one at a time. Whoever wants to go first.
Right now, I'm listening to Werewolves. I love Werewolves. Yeah, another Melbourne band. They're awesome. I'm listening to them a lot recently. I've been listening to my classics, so Death, Behemoth. I've been listening to Trivium, Ibaraki, which is Matt Heafy's side project, black metal project. I listen to a lot of black metal bands like Megwa, Dark Throne. And yeah, that's basically it from me right now. But yeah, I've just been really digging Werewolves at the moment.
Yeah.
I just discovered Ad Infinitum. It's kind of like symphonic. Yeah, I'm quite like a bit of symphonics. I've been listening to them.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been all over the place. Like I've been listening to Ozzy's new album, like Patient,
yeah,
which is number 19 or something. It's awesome. And random electronic stuff in fact these days, and some old 70s prog rock bands. Revocation, I've been listening to a lot of Revocation lately. And
they're awesome.
Yeah, a lot of different things, man. Like I've been discovering some obscure Japanese artists here and there, so that's inspiration come from everywhere.
Oh yeah,
cool.
With me, I'm all over the place like Lewis. I tend to put on my other bandmates that I listen to. Like they have to listen to Toto every 10 minutes. Yeah, you can see them nodding now. But I've been really, in terms of metal, I've been really getting into lately. Black Dahlia's last album. What was it called? Like I was just listening to it like 10 minutes ago. Like it's the green album. But
I'm trying to remember it now as well. I've got a long sleeve of it as well.
Yeah. It's in my opinion, like it's yes. But in my opinion, like I love Black Dahlia. It's like my one. It calms me down, like because and that album, I think it's their best album. Like for me, like it's well written, great riffs, great lyrics from Trevor. I can't see it. It's all blurry.
Yeah, I got it. I got the shot.
There we go. Yeah.
It's blurry. The background.
And then also my housemate's trying to get me into Darkest Hour as well. So I'll have to get into that at some point, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, cool. Nice one. So obviously the album's coming out October 31st. what's the plan? Have you guys got shows and stuff around that? Like,
Yeah, we've got
Yeah.
we got 2 shows at the moment. They're back to back. So 10th and 11th of November. The 10th is in Ballarat at the Volta, and the 11th is in Sunbury, and that's at Sound System Studios.
Mhm.
It's gonna be pretty awesome. The 10th, the gig on the 10th in Ballarat is being announced tomorrow at 10 a.m. So that what's the date today? That's
The
another
9th.
question. The 9th, so that's being announced tomorrow on the 10th of October. And yeah, we're still trying to organize a Melbourne show, but unfortunately, a lot of venues are booked out at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll have an awesome Melbourne album launch.
Yeah.
It's got to happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, cool. And you were talking about maybe the live video. Like, are there plans for any more videos, like singles or anything like that?
There's plans for a lyric video, one of our other songs, Zeitgeist, which we're very excited about. And that'll come out with the album. And then, of course, I would love to see a video of Decadence if like we have the footage to do it. And I think we do have a lot of footage left over from that gig.
Yeah,
There was so much footage. So it's looking likely that we have a lot of material to sort of spread the love, I guess, for that gig. That gig was probably one of our best gigs ever.
Yeah.
Even though
That
it
was fun.
made for disaster. Like, it was just like I was sick at that gig. Our drummer Tim was angry as usual because people have been fiddling with his drums and
He's so fucking pissed.
Yeah.
And then he always have like this. You just can't read what he's feeling.
No, you can't.
He's got a stone face just constantly.
Yeah. There you go. Cool. Well, look, Escarion, thanks heaps for your time. Thanks for coming on. Best of luck with the album launches and everything. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for having
Thank
us.
you so much for having us. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Cheers. Hopefully you can make
Thank
it
you.
over WA sometime. Huh?
Oh, hell's
Yeah, we'll have to.
Totally, yeah.
Beautiful. All right. Cheers. See ya.
It's been.
For more metal interviews and metal music videos, subscribe to this YouTube channel and check out the links below for the audio podcast. New one every Wednesday. Cheers for watching.